So this is Reate, and today I'm gonna make a Proncon's more in-depth review. I made a short 2-minute review, but in Hebrew, on the Reate Jack 2. Now the Reate Jack 2, who don't know Reate is a Chinese knife company. I think they have American associates or part of the ownership, I don't know. And this is the second knife from the same designer, and it's called the Jack 2. Now let's make a short size comparison, but first of all I need to apologize. I'm doing this review for my workshop, and as you see there is a direct light, and I tried to fix up. I don't have any studio equipment or something like that. I sort of improvise a lot, so sometimes you're gonna have a light reflection. I'll try to hold the knife most of the time so it won't affect, but I'm apologize for that. So let's start with size comparison near a PM2. Okay, as you see it's a bit larger from the PM2, but the cutting part is bigger a bit. Near the Kershaw Blur is smaller, cutting part is also smaller. And let's see it near the XM24, the hinderer. If I'll put a ruler here, almost the same size. So it's a kind of a big knife. Now I have a ruler here. Now here in Israel we use the metric system, so I try to cut it by 2.5 and convert it to inches. So we have overall length of 22 centimeters, which is almost 9 inches. The blade length, which is a removable blade, and I'll get to that as I said later, is around almost 4 inch, 3.8 inch, which is 9.5 centimeters. The cutting part, all of it is around 10 centimeters. The weight is around, let's see, it will be in grams, 139. Let's try to do it in ounces. Almost 5 ounces. It's very nice. And the thickness, which is going to be hard and tricky because this knife have a replaceable blade. What you see here is in a titanium arm, and the blade is on it. So I'll try to put it deep. Okay, so we have around 4 millimeters at the highest part. So this knife is an integral. It's made all of titanium wide brush finish, which is seem different in the pictures, but in real life I didn't like it so much, but it's nice. Seem a bit sandblast, but cheaper. So it's an integral, one part of titanium. We have flats of my carta here. We have over here the pivot, and we have over here an titanium arm, which is around the steel pivot. I'll explain it in a second here. And we have a steel M390 blade attached to the titanium. So what we see here is very say it's not weird, but and not even different. Okay, something unique in the knife world. I don't know any other construction like that. I see a lot of integrals, but I never saw an integral that have a titanium arm that holding the blade itself. So what they done here, you should see other videos. I recommend Nick Shabazz one that he disassembled this one, and it's a big headache. All this area, although it is very cosmetic and nice, it's also functional. What we have here is a titanium construction, okay, and inside of it there is a M390 insert. Now I'll try to zoom in that you will see. You see here the difference. This is the insert between the titanium, and the titanium is wrapping that insert, and it has 3 screws that holding that blade. And you can replace the blade, and they give you this nice M390 part comb if you wanna I don't know, comb somewhere, and maybe it opens an option to other kinds of blades, and this one is a sheep's foot. But this is the idea of this knife. Besides it's being an integral and it's well made, and they put over here, you don't see any screws, you see inside. Now to open this up, you need to open all of this part and all of this part and pull everything out, and then you can maintain your knife. But as far as I can see it, if something happens to the blade, then you just open those 3 screws and and replace the blade. So as I said, it's very unique construction. We have over here a titanium carry clip, not too shallow, not too deep, something nice, you know. A flipper tab over here, and those not meant to be you know, to open the knife with. This is supposed to stop the blade from I'm not a native English speaker, so sometimes I forget the terminology, so you have to excuse me too. So what I like about this knife more, and what I like less, what I see as an advantage and what I see as not. Well, first of all, it's very unique, as I talked a couple of minutes right now. It's a unique construction. Second of all, the fit and finish is very good. The blade is hand rubbed satin finish. Everything seems on point. The screws are polished. The finish here is wire brushed, which I think is not their best potential of. They have also sandblast, and I have the Jack 1, and I saw the sandblast is very nice, and they have polished, and they have anodized, and they have all kind of option. Everything is fit in place. I don't see any wiggles or playing. Locking is good. Over here the fit is great. Everything is a-okay with that knife. The action is excellent. Detent is excellent. Open, snap out, firm, and no issues over here. The knife is very convenient. It's not aggressive to the hand. You can work without gloves. But we'll get what kind. We'll get a bit in the disadvantage what kind of works you can do with that. But it's very nice to hold. No issues there. You have over here a sort of a choil if you want to do a detail work. If you have a bit of a fat finger or a big finger, you need to be careful, because this came very sharp, which come to the second advantage. The knife comes very sharp from the factory, very sharp. Even it will shave hair very nicely. Too much polished, I think. The knife have an interesting gimmick overall. So you have over here, and I think it's also a piece of advantage, a unique knife. And if you're a knife enthusiast and you like special knives, or like something that didn't done before or done commercially, or that I'm aware of, this is sort of an advantage, because you carry a specialty piece or something very unique that other people don't have, and it's something to, you know, it can be a point of conversation or a point of interest. It's very unique, and the design also. And the price is around $420, given or take, to a new one, and it comes with that M390 comb, and it comes, you know, with all those cloth and patch and bag and everything that Reate gives. Reate known for making a very high quality knife, so the price is you pay for what you get, and in a good way. Now, what are the disadvantages? Well, this knife is not suitable for any hard work. Okay, I don't see it. It will, in case of emergency, if I don't know, someone in a boat caught up in a rope and you need to cut it quickly, okay, but I don't think it will hold up for as many tough works or hard work. I think this knife is supposed to be for easy tasks or stuff like that. Due to the construction, I don't see any wiggle side to side, but also it's a unique construction, and I don't know how much strong or reliable it is. So something for the military or first responders, no. It's not very easy to maintain, as what if you want to disassemble and assemble it. It takes a lot of work, a lot of screws. Integral is supposed to be simple and easy, but this one is not. So it's something you need to know. It's not something that you can do. You can do it, and it's okay if you have the time, but you have to pay attention. And also I recommend before you do it to see Nick Shabazz disassembly video, because you can shave on his mistakes over there, which everyone will do, those mix the screws or stuff like that. It happens. This is not an easy knife to assemble and disassemble. Now, this knife construction, you don't have anything in the slicing path, but you have a problem here. This part is a bit thicker, and you have those holes. Everything greasy, oily, or I don't know, rubber, stuff like that. It will be hard because you have those shoulders here, and for going inside, it's going to be a pain in the ass. Also, if you cut something like fruit, like a watermelon or stuff like that, if you do it, all the fluids will go inside, and you will have to clean the inside. And it's not an easy thing to open and clean it. I wouldn't recommend to leave it unattended. So it's a sort of disadvantage. So at the bottom line, well, it's a very unique piece, showpiece, something to discuss about. Very, very sophisticated, and as I said before, you don't see this every day or anywhere as far as I know. So you have over here sort of a new technology or a new experience in technology that have a very good slicing capabilities, with the limit of to go deep into materials or doing the hard work. It is my opinion, okay? Now, if you like this and you love to appreciate all the effort and the thoughts that come in that knife, and that knife, other reviews said, and I agree, it's sort of a Reate sign to say, look what we can do. And they can do a lot of complex work if you look at that knife. And this knife, I think, it's not the pretty one of all the Jack 2. So the bottom line, for that price, if you want something new, unique, if you're a knife enthusiast and you have a nice collection, it is a beautiful piece. If you're looking to something to work with, try something else. Bottom line, it's a very nice item for people who like this sort of collectible or gentleman folders or something like that. So I hope it will help someone to decide or expose this knife to other people. I personally like it very, very much. I think it's very special, and if I want to do hard work, well, I have this, or I have a fixed blade, or or I have those that I can beat them up. Thanks, bye.